Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a new review. This time I'm reviewing that's just unlocked Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. That's right. Well, is this game actually worth the online component? Well, let's dig deep in all the features you get with this and see if this is a true online experience or if it's just something you should avoid. The time has finally arrived, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. Well, what is it? Well, here's the interesting part to it. It has a story mode component to it that starts off with you as a certain individual who is in a prison that gets broken out and hired to basically go and hunt down and kill some people for revenge for a woman whose husband has been unlawfully murdered, and you were pretty much framed for the crime. It's actually pretty well done, really good voice acting, and it starts off with your standard issue create a player where you can actually do a lot of stuff despite it not really having too many options. The character creation does allow you to make just about all kinds of different character models. In fact, playing online with this, I haven't seen really no two people that look alike due to different clothing and different options as you progress through. As you start off, you don't really have too many options, but enough to make your character your own. You give yourself your own name, your build, your size, if you want to have hair or not, your jaw, your chin size, your mouth and lips, and then you go on into the main aspect, which is a couple of the main missions that get you started. And as you go through your story missions in the online mode, yeah, that's right, story missions in the online mode, you can pretty much go and do free roam if you want. It's like the open world with other people that will be in it and stuff, and you can join up with a posse with them if you want. You can do the story modes with help, actually have other people that will join in and do the missions alongside you, which is pretty cool, with full voice chat, I might add, and it's actually pretty well done. And fairly early on, you'll learn the fact that you have something known as ability cards, where you can have up to 3 active at a time based on what level your character is. And when you first start off, you're only allowed to unlock the first one. And I think I ended up tweaking, as you see here, the Deadeye. But as you get to level 10, you'll unlock your first passive. At level 20, you unlock your second passive. And at level 40, you unlock your third passive. And there will be different boosts to everything from your gunplay to certain stats and character abilities that you have. Now, I do not know currently if you can actually go and buy these with real money. And as you can see here, you also with just each different ability, there are different sets of cards that you can unlock based on what level you are as well, from 24, 44, 50, and more. Now, as you progress, hopefully, since there is a lot of monetization in this game, I hope that you can't just buy skills and it's strictly only just cosmetic stuff only. So far I haven't seen anyone buying stuff like unlocking skills, but if you can, I will definitely update it in the future. And I do find it really cool and interesting that you can actually do these story missions with other people. Like this first one you do, Honor Among Horse Thieves, is a pretty standard thing that you go to a location and you steal horses. You kill the bad guy, steal the horses, then take them back. And that's how you get your first horse in the game, really. And as you progress through these story missions, they naturally get more elaborate, including bank heists and a bunch of other stuff. And you can do them at any time, which is really cool. But the bread and butter with any sort of online mode has to be, what other kind of options and gameplay modes do you have? Well, here's just a list of some of them. The entire game world is open to you in free roam. There's all kinds of different missions you can go to that if you actually find them on the map. Everything from races, where it's not like a standard race, but it'll be like, you know, collect all the certain races and get to the final place first, and you can actually get weapons and stuff. You can go and do side missions like, you know, the stranger missions. Those will appear throughout the area. Random stuff will happen as well, and that's also with meeting up with other people in the game. At any time, you can also bring up your menu and go to free roam. You can posse up if you want. You go to different free roams in different areas. You can also bring up your series playlists, which allow you to do different death matches, which allow you to do different you know, horse races and different missions like that. And by far the one that I found to be pretty cool is this one where you only have a one freaking knife you can throw, and it'll instantly kill the other person, and once you're killed, that's it, you're dead, and that's the end of the match for you. And progressively, almost like a battle royale mode, the area will shrink, forcing you in closer and closer until one person is actually victorious.
I just shot you in the back!
And of course, with the standard issue multiplayer team deathmatch style games, you also have your version of Capture the Flag, as you see here. Basically, finding, you know, you're in different teams and groups that you can split up in, and you got to try to hold the fort to take over the area and try to gain enough points before the time runs out for your team to win. And it seems like in this game, even if you lose or if you die a lot, you can spawn back fairly quickly. And honestly, it's very, very fun, at least so far. There doesn't seem to be any griefing. Everyone's just on here to have fun. And, you know, in the end, the control is spot on. You can do just about anything that you can. I end up dying here pretty bad because I haven't quite figured it out in this clip. But honestly, it's really, really fun. You got your different races. You got your different kinds of deathmatch styles. You got your capture the flag things. You have these main story missions you can do. And then it's also the giant open world that has content in it as well. All in all, it's very, very well done and seems to be fairly well balanced. But I have to get into one aspect, and that is, well, what about how you buy stuff in the game? Well, you have this little item right here. Basically, anytime you're out free roaming, you can open up your Wheeler and Rawson book. That's right, you have your own little handbook that has your weapons, your ammunition, everything you need to buy in the game. Now, most of the items, as you can see, are actually locked due to what rank you are, to limit the ability of you buying high-powered weapons and stuff right off the start. You have to level your character up enough to be able to purchase these items and weapons, everything from gear to all your weapons, and everything you need is in this book. But there is one thing, if you notice, there's little gold bars on some of the items. The gold bars are actually used with real money. Don't worry, you do gain gold as you progress through the game with normal progression, and it seems to be somewhat fairly balanced, but it is a grind to get the gold. You can actually go and buy gold with real money. That's right, people. So if you're a high enough level to unlock the items, you can pay real money to just buy these items flat out. Now, they've done this before in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online with the shark cards, and I warned people of this that I knew they were going to do it with gold and silver in this, and it turns out I am friggin' right. It's gold bars. And the amount of grinding it takes to actually get enough gold bars to, like, say, buy a nice outfit will take you roughly 5 hours, 10 hours plus of straight grinding on a level in order to get enough gold needed to unlock the item. That's also including what item level you actually are, what character level you are. So you have to be a high enough level and have enough gold to actually buy this item. You can also do it with your normal in-game money. When making money isn't that hard, but once again, they've got it done in a way to not force you to, but kind of nudge you in the direction of buying the gold with real money, which I'm not a fan of. I've never been a fan of that in the games, and I knew they were going to do that with Red Dead. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be like really bad yet, but once they start adding more features and stuff like that, I can't wait to see how far they go. But as you can see here, you have the whole game world map. You can go anywhere and do just about anything. And in the end, you can go fishing with your friends if you want. You can start a posse. You can rob trains, rob banks. You can help people in need. You can just go around killing people. And that's on top of all the other stuff, including the story missions they've got into this game. And I will admit, it is pretty much a full adventure. You can go hunting because there's the animals that are in the game. You can go like hunting, fishing. I mean, honestly, they did a very good job of making it to where this game is in fact much like the single player game, only with an online mode. The only aspect I can say that I'm worried about is the fact that they do have severe monetization issues in here, microtransactions, with the fact of those damn gold bars. And I knew they were going to do that from day one. We all kind of knew. We were all like going, okay, well, how are they going to do that? Well, that's what they did. If you want a super-powered horse, or you want a nice snazzy outfit, or some gold-plated guns, you're going to have to pay out of pocket or grind your ass off in this game to actually get enough of the gold you need to do it. In the end, it doesn't seem like it's that hard. I went up levels fairly easy in this. And in the end, it is actually a great addition. I've had no issues with the online mode crashing on me at all. The only thing I will say is some of the levels, like the races, the load times before the actual race starts are very, very long. In fact, they were so long I thought my game had froze. But it turned out it hadn't froze. It was just stuck in the middle of a loading screen. But in the end, I would say that this is actually not a failure. This seems to be a rather successful return to an online mode. And in Red Dead Redemption 2, I think this is actually fantastic, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. This was Nate, a.k.a. Devil Dog. I want to say thank you for everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to say thank you for everyone who watches this video. If you have any questions or anything about Red Dead Online, hit me up with a question. I'll do my best to answer it. Hit that bell icon so you can stay updated whenever I release new videos. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil's in the details. Bang, bang.
Ooh, this is a party horse. Oh, it's an ornery one.